What's up,
Very
Oh,
weirdos? We're
fair.
we're we're looking at this photo of Caroline Levitt that Vanity Fair did, and I swear to God, this is a silent form of protest because this is the scariest photo I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so detailed. Like they didn't do any Photoshop, no airbrushing, nothing. You can see the needle marks on her upper lip from the filler. And there's no way on earth they did this in a positive, like benevolent light. This is they straight up did that on purpose. That's a diabolical photo. An absolutely diabolical photo. She's supposed to be in her 20s?
Welcome to the resistance.
That's
Vanity Fair photographer.
in her 20s is nuts. There's no way on earth. There's no way on earth. Mm-mm.
I love everything about this
they
photo
did her
because
dirty.
you can see like the fact that the foundation doesn't like cover her nostrils. You can see the line there. You can see the contour that she was trying to do. The freaking mascara running into her under eye bags.
Damn, that's nuts. Anyways, hi Desiree, how are you?
Hello,
You doing
I'm
okay?
good. How are you?
I'm
Yeah.
well. And Sydney, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I am tired as shit though. I don't know what
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
Mm,
I get that. I get that. And if
yeah. I
you're
just
watching
woke
this
up.
episode and you are not aware, my Instagram was zucked. And apparently I got some information today. Apparently it was a group of right wingers, Nazis, who decided to brigade or mass
Mass
report my
reported
account
all together.
and get it taken down. So apparently I'm doing something right because I made the Nazis mad. But if you're wondering why you haven't seen my Instagram, that's why. I have a second Derry account that I'm using right now, Ebony Warrior Studios.
Actually, this is your tertiary.
Sorry, yes, this is my third. It's my third. So Ebony Warrior Studios 0 is the tertiary account that I'm using right now. But neither here nor there. What we were going to talk about today, just a little bit of levity again. We have been watching Welcome to Derry, and the season finale was this past Sunday. Um, Obviously, we're not giving HBO our business, so we've been sailing the high seas. And but boy howdy, the writing on that show is incredible. And it's a quite the contrast to Stranger Things. The child actors in Stranger Things and Welcome to Derry. I feel like the acting in Welcome to Derry has, I mean, worlds above what we saw in Stranger Things. Obviously, I haven't watched the last season of Stranger Things because I have no interest in watching that. That's something that I have given up entirely with the Zionists on the cast and whatnot. But um, the acting is phenomenal in Welcome to Derry. I mean, I think it's also the fact that black folks really are heavily featured in Welcome to Derry and in Stranger Things. Black folks are kind of side characters, background characters, and whatnot. So, um,
I feel like the struggle of the black characters really took front and center
mhm.
in Welcome to Derry.
It was so integral to the story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like when I first started the season, I haven't read the books. I'm not a Stephen King fan. The man is a P3DO. So I don't have any interest in, like actually reading his books. I'm going to sail the high seas when it comes to his stuff. So I was going into this series blind. I know I've watched it, chapter 1 and chapter 2. That's it. And I know about other movies that I've watched from the universe, and I know it's an interconnected universe. But um, watching it going in blind, my initial reaction to like the first couple episodes was just sheer anger at what seemed like black trauma, just for shits and giggles. It really did feel like heavy-handed, like I was watching Oscar bait. That's what they always do. They always use black people for Oscar bait, the slave movies, 12 Years a Slave and whatnot. And that's what it really felt like, just trauma for trauma's sake. And like getting more into the series, I was like, okay, so there's a reason, like even though it is egregious, there is a reason for this violence, because racial violence is it doesn't have to be physical, it's still violence. So Pennywise, the creature, feeds off of violence, whether that's racism, or murder, whatever it is. So he literally feeds off of that. He will influence or possess people to get a high, or literally feed off of that sort of.
Who was it that described it? I think it was was it Hanlon?
It was Hanlon.
Hanlon, who described that there are basically predators who intentionally make their prey's anxiety spike, make them fear, because it actually makes them taste better.
That cortisol, I think it was.
Yeah, the cortisol spike is actually, in a way, makes them taste better.
Yeah, so that's why, like, in the movies, one of the things that you see Pennywise do to the kids is fuck with them bit by bit, more and more.
Right.
Like, it's an initial sighting, and they think they're crazy at first. Then they see him a little bit more and interact with him. It's like, oh, fuck. And then he actually goes and fucks with them, because he's trying to spike that cortisol, and so that way they will taste better. And that was
an interesting bit of like
lore. Yeah. World building, lore. Yeah.
Because it really, there was an overwhelming question of like, why does he need to just terrify them if he's just going to eat them? It would make more sense if you just jumped out and ate them. You know what I mean? Because he's capable of doing that.
Surprise, like if you're trying to get a meal, wouldn't it make more sense to just snatch it while you have the element of surprise?
It's his way of seasoning them up. He's seasoning them up.
Yeah, yeah.
They taste better that way.
I seriously was thinking from the beginning, I was like, okay, he just likes fucking with people. I was thinking he is a clown. He likes fucking with people.
That was interesting to see where that came from.
He's not actually a clown.
Yeah, there's a method to his madness. He is.
Yeah. It's insane. It is so fascinating to see, because I was coming into this blind. I was thinking that he was just he was an ancient clown. Especially with the movies, they show the charter of Derry, way back in the 16 or 1700s or whatever,
right,
and then you see
the
drawing of Pennywise there as a clown. So I'm sitting there thinking he's just some sort of ancient evil clown or something like that. No, he took on that form in the early 1900s. And now it makes more sense that image that you saw of the charter of Derry, all of that shit that you see around town, the missing person signs and the history of Derry and whatnot, that shit is Pennywise fucking with people. And he literally leaves the missing person signs. He puts those up, or he doesn't put them up, but it's like an illusion sort of thing. And then the history books showing pictures of Pennywise the clown, that's him fucking with people.
I think there was also a way at the very end, going to the finale, when he said his death is also his birth.
Right.
And I saw somebody theorize that Pennywise might be stuck in some kind of time loop. I think it was Marge who said it, that basically he experiences time differently. He's able to kind of bend through time. And the way it was described in the show, that he's basically from space, or he's from another universe. being, it makes more sense. Like, he found this persona in the 90s, and then he was just traveling back in time, fucking around. You know what I mean?
Right. And for me, it kind of feels like if that's the case, if he's like able to perceive time, like the past, present, and future almost simultaneously, it's almost like, is he in a time loop where he's trying to defeat these losers clubs over and over again, and he's stuck. He keeps
Is it like
losing.
a self-fulfilling prophecy for him?
Like, does he
Right.
keep experiencing the same time loop over and over again and just keep losing to these loser clubs? Is there any variation in it in some way,
If that's the case, are you eating the same ones over and over again?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
are you not bored yet?
Are you
No
not
new
bored yet?
flavors? I'm just
It's
saying.
very much like Doctor Strange, when the only way he could defeat that
Yeah.
the bad guy in the first movie was just by, okay, time loop, bitch.
Yeah, basically like
Yeah, the
annoying the
quantum.
shit out of it. Yeah, Dormammu.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. That's what it was.
Dormammu.
It was just like,
Yeah.
all right, we're in a time loop now.
Yeah. And that's that
Yeah.
you see that often when it comes to these like multi-dimensional all-powerful characters. There's literally no way to physically beat them, so you have to, like, for instance, the Hulk at one point,
Right.
Doomsday from DC. Doomsday
Right.
got to the point, because the whole thing about Doomsday is he dies over and over again and
Okay.
evolves so he can't die that same way again. So it got to a point where
Exactly.
Doomsday was undefeatable. They literally had to take him and drop him on the other end of the universe.
It's like Galactus in the
Yeah, Galactus
Four,
too.
where they were like, well, we'll just throw him to like the very farthest end of the universe.
Yeah, and strand him on the other side of the universe because you can't beat him. And so like that's why it was surprising to me. Like, this was the first time we've ever seen Pennywise be fucked with. Like, he's always
Right.
fucking
By
with
Halloran,
other people, and him getting fucked with by Dick Halloran,
Yeah.
was the coolest fucking shit. And it makes it even better that it's a black person doing this, a black person fucking with Pennywise. I'm like, I'm sitting there, he's about to eat Marge, and then he freezes,
and you're like, what the fuck is
I was
happening?
like, what happened? And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, Dick.
Yeah.
I had some beef with Dick in the beginning because he just seemed like kind of an asshole,
Yeah.
And I was just like, God, what are you gonna do? And then when, trigger warning, the lynch mob goes and sets the black spot on fire, and he turns around and he's like, fuck, I gotta get these kids.
And it
I was
really,
like, all right, Dick. Okay, I'm here for your arc. I love it.
At first, he really did seem like,
I mean,
when
Major
we're first,
Halloran basically, confronted him like, oh, I thought you didn't care. You know what I mean? Like,
when we're first introduced to him, he was like this cool guy. Then when we start to really get into the story, then he starts just acting kind of like an asshole who doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then he you realize that he's tormented.
He's being tormented because he has these paranormal abilities.
Right.
He can see the dead, and it's tormenting him. And it's one of those things where he's like, I'm a dick because if I let someone get too close to me, then, something bad could happen. Kind of thing.
And that's what made it even, like, when they were telling him, I knew something felt off when you had these, the white higher ups in the military using Dick. Like, if at first it felt too good. Like, they were giving him all this special treatment, and he's able to do pretty much whatever he wants, and he's got these special abilities. It just felt like something's off with these white officers in the military. I'm like, something's going on.
There's always something going on behind the scenes. Anytime it's the military and exactly.
Yeah, just straight up using him and giving him what he wants to make sure that he stays in line. And then when he finally kind of breaks because of his abilities. They tell him to essentially interact with Pennywise, like use his abilities to interact with Pennywise. He does that, but that opens it's a two-way door.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
then
Yeah.
once
He's
he's
one of my
opened that up,
favorite
they can
characters,
start working with
actually.
him.
Say again?
Right. I
I'm sorry.
really I love his character. He's my favorite character, simply because of the layering within his character. I love how they started off with him being an asshole. It has to lead down the path to somewhere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then we finally, get to know that, oh, he has these abilities, and then oh, he's connected to the Shining, and then and then towards the end, don't want to spoil it, but there's something more which I hope they explore, by the way. I hope it's not over.
Yeah,
Um, he was the most interesting character to me as far as the layering of his story. And those are the
yeah,
type of characters I particularly like to play. They're fun, you know. So he wasn't as one note in this. And by the way, shout out to the actor as well.
yeah. And I was very because I do remember his character from The Shining. It's just been a very long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it was like when they, said his name, I was like,
Hold on.
Hmm.
hold on. Is that the dude from The
Yeah.
Shining?
It all connects.
Because yeah, because I see, I be forgetting sometimes that it's a one big connected universe. Like even The Mist is part of this
The
connected
mist.
universe, and that shit, I was like,
Fucked with you.
it makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Going back and thinking about The Mist, I'm like, God damn it, the military is fucking everything up.
Yeah.
Everything is the
It's
military
all
Right?
their
fucking with some
fault, damn
shit.
it.
Like the creatures from The Mist are from Todash space.
Oh.
The basically the universal creatures
Mhm.
where Pennywise comes from.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
aliens and creatures in The Mist come from the portal that the military opened up to Todash space.
Dumb
Yeah,
fuckers.
yeah, it's the military again.
Also, we're just gonna put a disclaimer in the title that there are going to be spoilers for Welcome to Derry.
Oh, sorry.
Just put it in the title. Welcome to Derry. Spoilers ahead. But the
Spoilers.
best comeuppance I saw was which higher up was it that got killed?
Oh,
Shaw. Yeah. Watching
Shaw.
him
General Shaw.
think, oh my god, Pennywise, we're buddies, and Pennywise is like,
And but that is such an amazing allegory for like not only the greed of capitalism but
Mhm.
white supremacy as a
Mhm.
whole. They think they control everything, and we've seen time and time again through history how white supremacists will try to use uh you know nature or creatures, whatever it may be,
They think
to
they can play God.
they think they can play God, they think they can control it. We see it in movies, we see it in real life, Jurassic Park, whatever.
Right.
They think they can control these forces of nature or these supernatural things, and they're literally playing with Ouija boards, thinking they can, I'm going to get the ghost to do what I want. Like the white, remember the white girl who hexed herself, the one that was trying to hex her ex-girlfriend,
Oh
and she called on
She
yeah.
summoned
Papa
Papa
Legba.
Legba.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
that's
something you
literally what
don't
Shaw
do.
did. Literally what Shaw did. Sitting there, I'm gonna
This
let
is gonna
Pennywise
work.
loose, so that way, because the women are getting rights and black people are out here, trying to get their rights. Pennywise is, we got to get people back in line, and
There's no
instead
logic
of going,
behind that reasoning, though.
no,
It was weird. That was a weird
It,
motivation.
what
You
it
really
is
thought,
what it
especially considering he had already experienced what Pennywise did. Like,
right?
what did you think was gonna happen?
it's that
There's no
whole
discriminate. He don't
aspect of
discriminate.
like being a white person, realizing you don't have control, and then seeing something that has ultimate control and being like, that's what it is. That's
Hmm.
what I need.
And you think you can control the thing that has
And then it also the
control.
indoctrination from the military itself.
Oh yeah.
Like I was so happy
Right.
to see Hanlon say out loud, I've lost faith in the military. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Especially
Yeah.
as a black person, be like, I thought it was all the shit. Turns out it's not.
And it shows you like we've known for a very long time that the United States, especially our military, will do whatever it takes for an end goal. There, U.S. citizens have been bombed by the U.S. military. U.S. citizens have been poisoned by the U.S. military. U.S. citizens have been murdered by the U.S. military. They're literally patrolling the streets now. Yeah. So this was not like some far fetched thing that no, this would never happen. No, this is so on par with
On
what's
par.
happening
Especially
today.
like right when we saw in the finale, they actually shoot
Yeah.
their own military men, a whole ass major, and a native man.
Yeah.
Like, and we're like, yeah, no big deal. And it's like, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what they do.
That's what they do. If you aren't part of that end goal, you're out of the equation. You're gonna, they're gonna take
Exactly.
you out. They're gonna
If you're
eliminate.
not with them, you're against them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate
Goodness.
about, this universe expanding on that idea. Like, no. We're not the good guys.
Yeah. It does. I
Yeah.
really do enjoy that. Even though you have those characters who are like very sort of middle ground, like gray Jedi sort of thing. You don't know their
Yeah.
allegiances, or you don't know if they're a good guy or a bad guy, But I do enjoy the almost stark contrast of people who are trying to do right
Yeah.
and the people who are doing this for nefarious purposes or doing things for the wrong reasons.
What I really appreciated was the multidimensionality in the characters, like going back to Dick Halloran, like the fact that he is so multifaceted, that he is very complex, because it's like we see him as a dick and then we realize, no, he has a moral compass.
Yeah.
And he will do the right thing. But then you have someone like Hanlon who really thinks he's doing the right thing, and you just keep making it worse.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have my son stay at home because he's gonna be safe. Pennywise shows up at the house.
Right. One base and all, please.
Yeah.
He don't care.
Yeah. Or Charlotte, who was just like, fuck the military.
Or even Marge. I was hoping Pennywise would get snatched.
Yeah.
But I was hoping Marge would get snatched by Pennywise.
Yeah.
I was so angry.
Especially in the beginning, watching her, which was so...
She wants to be in the in crowd, and she's
trading in her best friend, actually willing to humiliate her.
Yeah.
Her best friend.
Right.
And then to end up, turning around and after getting fucked with Pennywise.
Yeah. And even after that happened, she cuts her eye and whatnot. I'm still angry. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, that's not good enough for me. Like I still want her to get to, yeah.
She had to work for it, and the show actually did make her work for it.
Right.
By being humiliated in turn. And it wasn't until she actually, fuck with the little clique of girls where we were like, all right, Marge, we're cool with you now. You know what I mean?
And that made her relationship with Richie that much better.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I really was quite perturbed and angry with Marge.
Invested in Rich. Not Richie. Rich.
Oh.
Because Richie's her son.
Sorry.
We now know.
Oh, good going. Good job.
Yeah.
Listen, the way I wanted to... There were so many moments where you want to throw something at the TV because you're like, how could you do this?
Yeah.
Rich dying was one of them.
It was so important for the story, but it also felt like you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Because, the finale really showed what needed to happen, that it was necessary. But at the same time, at that moment, Marge is rescued by the firefighters and, goes around the box to find his body. And I'm like...
With the way I wanted to fight the firefighters of like, why are you not taking care of this child?
And it made it so much worse that they called it an electrical fire.
I
was livid. I was livid. It was an electrical fire at an illegal you know,
Speakeasy or something.
speakeasy.
Yeah.
I was fucking pissed. And
Yeah.
the butcher died trying to help.
Bullshit.
Man.
Yeah. You know
Bullshit.
they
Although
weren't
Man.
going
watching
to
him get pumped
thoroughly
up by Pennywise
investigate
was funny.
that situation. But I think with Rich in particular, like that's my nephew. I claim him. He's mine. I love him.
You're
Um,
like,
there,
mine.
look, I am the auntie of all aunties, okay? The aunties of everybody's child. If y'all need me to adopt your child, I'm here. But I feel
Understood.
like it paid off in the end. Yeah, I feel like it paid off in the end, his death. It was sad, but seeing him again in the finale,
Mhm.
it just really touched my heart.
When
And
he
also
flipped
at his
off
parents'
Pennywise on the
funeral.
way
It
over.
had me convinced for a
Yeah,
second.
when he flipped him off.
Sydney will tell you that.
Yeah,
I
he was
thought
ready. He was like, he's back.
I thought he was alive.
He's alive
I
again.
thought he was like
No,
I thought they had like resurrected him, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, oh my god! And
he's
then
like,
when
oh
he
my God.
goes to help them put the stone down, I'm thinking that they can see him, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
bitch is back. Going to find out it's a fucking
You're
force
like, wait,
ghost.
It's a fucking
right.
force
Oh,
ghost.
you know
I'm
what
sorry, but like,
really
can we
pissed
just
me
take
off
a
though?
moment? Take a moment for
What
the
really,
power of friendship making its
I
grand
know, yeah,
appearance.
no, for real. Yeah.
How do we
What
defeat
really pissed me off
Pennywise?
about that scene though was what's his face? Hank. He was the most useless mother in the series. Hank Grogan, when he had his
Oh,
rifle,
yes.
like he didn't even know what the freak to do with it. Just sitting there yelling. I'm like, what is you have a gun. You have a weapon. You use it. Everybody else is using it. He's so he made me so mad throughout this series. I was hoping
Yeah,
Pennywise would get him. I'm sorry, especially with you putting your daughter and your mother in danger.
Yeah.
Like, come on. What were
yeah.
you thinking?
Sleeping
Once
with, what
again,
was her name?
just
Um, what was her damn name?
Damn, what was her name? I gotta look it up
I
real
know.
fast.
It's
But
the actress from Revenge. Oh, Ingrid.
she
Ingrid Kirsch.
she did that on
Kirsch,
purpose
yeah.
though. So like I was really angry about that as well. But she did that. She
Learning about her, we
She
finally
did.
in
understood.
this power dynamic,
Yeah.
she used and abused that man on purpose
Yeah.
because all of this was a way to feed who she thought was her father. This was a way to
Yeah.
feed Pennywise. So she started this relationship with a black man, knowing the consequences that would come with that, and then
Hmm.
utilized that to blame him for she was fomenting all
What
this shit
happened to
when it
Child
him?
comes the
murder
child
and
murder and all that. She was
Yeah.
doing all that behind the scenes, and that relationship with Hank was not real. She was
No.
using him. That and I was thinking that they really were like in love, and then no, come to find it's
she's
No,
fucking
I,
stupid.
I knew it wasn't. Yeah. It almost never really is that. And I hate to say it that way, but no. It was,
It really
she
is
was
that.
definitely using him.
The fuck you looking
Yeah,
at me for?
most definitely.
Fuck you looking at me
Hey,
for?
but I'm saying like as much of what as much as she did abuse him, it was still his fault. Living
Yeah.
in that time, putting your daughter, your black daughter, and the black mother at risk. No
He knew she
excuse.
was married.
And he was thinking with the wrong
And
head,
he knew yeah.
thinking with the
Of
wrong head.
course.
Could have.
Of course. That's why I said useless as fuck in the damn ugh. Pennywise, go get him, please. I could not stand Hank. All and in the end,
Was
smiling and riding off into the sunset. He did not deserve that. His poor daughter.
was it?
She
But you
should have
know
been giving him the side eye.
who did deserve that was Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Ronnie
Ronnie
did
did,
deserve her
but
death.
her father was
Everything
a
Ronnie
piece.
went through, damn.
I
I mean,
know,
damn.
yeah. Ugh, Ronnie shouldn't have had to go through it at all. But
Mm-mm.
that girl was smart. I love her character. I love how it felt like she was getting everybody else together. I feel like she was the most intelligent,
I
sophisticated,
love Ronnie
level-headed.
calling everyone out for their shit.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Ronnie didn't play.
Yeah.
She did
Ronnie
not.
didn't fucking play.
You remember when they see the milkman's truck and they're like, and she's like, Marge decides I'm gonna drive it, and she's like, can anyone but the one-eyed girl drive this, please? And Marge won't fucking move from it, and she's like,
You don't know how to drive. Oh, my uncle has a truck.
Did he let you drive it?
Yo,
No, but I watched.
But I watched.
but your
Again,
eye
one
though,
eye.
like that's exactly what I was thinking. And I know what
Okay.
it feels like to have one eye because you know what happened
Yeah,
to my eye. So I'd be
yeah,
darned if I'm like, I'll drive. Like, no.
yeah. Your depth perception is
Oh
off and
man.
everything.
It's all fucked up.
Oh, and it's
But it,
foggy or
I
misty.
liked the. I really enjoyed seeing that the story of that stone, the stone knife, and
Oh yeah.
because at first I'm sitting there thinking, okay, if you have this weapon that can take out Pennywise,
Why aren't you
why is nobody
using
using it?
it?
Why are the natives just sitting on the sidelines? And then come to find out, that stone quite literally makes a person go mad. It's like a fucking
Yeah.
monkey's paw. Like it'll
Yeah.
protect you in that moment from
hmm
Pennywise, but it's not something that you want to keep on your person at all times.
Yeah. So actually trying to go and like go toe to toe with Pennywise because Pennywise will fight you.
Yeah,
He'll he'll outlast you while the stone drives you crazy.
yeah,
And there's no
Exactly.
getting the
It
jump on
almost reminded me
Pennywise.
of the One Ring.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You thinking that you
That's what it
could
was giving.
wield
I was like, oh,
that, that artifact of power for yourself,
hmm
and in reality, it's not. There's nothing that you can do, you know? And it really does. Going back to the creatures or beings that are just unstoppable, Doomsday or Galactus, Pennywise.
right.
I will keep going back to, like, Dick is amazing because how the fuck do you fuck with Pennywise?
Hmm.
Had Pennywise thinking that he was
He was Bob. He's like, wait a second.
how do you gaslight Pennywise?
Gaslighting Pennywise is funny as shit.
I
But it
was
just goes
dying.
to show like the way they incorporated the power of native medicine.
Mhm.
Where Dick was like, oh shit, I can think clearly for the first time in I don't know how long. We got beef, Pennywise.
Right.
And it also shows, like,
Yeah.
that real life relationship between black folks and native peoples of the United States, when we were brought here against our will and the natives knew that we were brought here against our will. There were many times where black people um either were freed or escaped,
Mhm.
and they integrated with local native tribes.
That camaraderie between what was her name again? Rosa, I think, and Charlotte of
Uh-huh.
like,
In
me and
Charlotte.
you,
Yeah.
we're friends. We're buddies.
Oh my God,
Mhm.
Charlotte was fucking
Yeah. I
Goated.
dope.
love Charlotte.
Fucking love Charlotte.
I
Oh my
Yes.
like that
God.
they kept through the theme of making the black women in this the ones with the fucking backbone.
They
Like,
carried. They
they
literally
really
carried.
did. Like even though we didn't get a lot of screen time of her, Hank Grogan's mom, Ronnie's grandmother, and the way she was just like, fuck them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like her. Can we have more of her? And we see her at
Yeah.
the
It's
end. She
rooted in
survived all
reality.
the shit. And I was like,
Hmm.
Grandma knows what's up.
Yeah.
Grandma said, fuck the
Absolutely.
police.
It's an intuition. It's an intuition. It's common sense.
hmm
It's history. I love how they rooted it all back to like it was just so realistic. She was saying things my own grandmother would have said, my own
hmm
mom. It wasn't so far off as to how Black women, conducted themselves in that time. I did not like necessarily how Leroy, it felt like he held his wife back a lot. She couldn't really
Yeah.
be herself. She was the one really fighting the power, and he was kind of raining down on her parade. Um, but yeah, I think she was really, really important to the story, and I love what the actress did with her character.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I hadn't seen anything with her in it before. Because I was like,
What?
wow,
She's
Oh my
phenomenal.
God.
I hadn't
Really?
seen it. If I did, I didn't realize it. But yeah, I don't remember seeing anything with her in it before. She was new to
Yeah, she
me.
was in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Remember that from Netflix
I
with
didn't
Viola
see that.
Davis? And,
Yeah, I didn't see it.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
so
And
now I
Zola.
need to watch that.
Yeah, you're missing out.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Get it. I'm gonna get it downloaded and I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, her
Okay.
I loved the fact that she was a civil rights activist.
Hmm.
Even in
Even in the context of being a military wife.
right, and well, even in the context of this is the North, where
Yeah.
black people were supposedly free.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not
that
the South.
race.
The lynchings aren't happening up
For
here.
so long, we were taught that once you get up north, everything's great. Black people are supposed to be, equals up north. No, the racism
No.
was
It
everywhere.
carries. Like, the North just acts like it doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. They pretend it doesn't exist or they ignore it, but the lynch mobs are still lynch mobs.
Yeah. I feel like the North are, the kings of microaggressions.
Yeah.
And then the South is just
Open
full-on
macro,
aggression.
yeah, full on open macro aggression.
And it's like,
yeah.
what do you want at that point? Because at least in the South, you can avoid those people, right? In the North, they're kind of like, there's a facade there that you have to get past before you can figure it out.
Right, and you don't know if somebody is truly a friend of yours or if they're,
Mhm.
like even
yours, Kirsch.
when the sheriff came in to talk to Hank
Yeah.
at the beginning about asking, wanting to give him a cigarette and asking him if he wants or if he knows anything about the murders or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like my instinct was, okay, he's giving you a cigarette, even though he was the one to come out and arrest you. There's no good that can come of this.
No.
Like he's not trying to come to you as a friend. It's
No.
there is ill intent in the way that he is approaching you.
All of it. Like, and that's the unfortunate part is it's like, how do you know who has ill will? Like, especially when we first meet the butcher, is when Charlotte goes in and he's so nice to her.
And come to find out he is literally part of the lynch mob.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it shouldn't be surprising, but it was like, oh, you can't trust nobody.
No. Like, he was
goes
so
to
nice.
yeah, exactly. You said it. It just goes to show you can't let a lot of us cannot afford to let our guard down.
Yeah.
And that
The
stuck
one
with
that I
us
really need to get taken
even
out
till
was the
today.
sheriff. I just wanted the sheriff to be the one to get
Yeah,
left behind.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
I mean, that one was, a bit of a disappointment to not see him get his comeuppance. I really wanted it.
Yeah.
Shaw did. I was really glad for that one. The principal was kind of happy to see him go.
Wait, what did the principal do? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, what did the principal do? Because I don't remember the principal doing anything of note.
Wasn't there one of the teachers or the principal bullying Will or something?
Oh, wait, at the
Was
very
he?
beginning
I
when
can't
Will was
remember.
like he got blamed for something in the hallway that wasn't him.
Yeah.
Was that the principal?
Was that the principal?
I don't know if it was a
That
principal
was
or
that
not.
was a yeah, no, that was a female teacher. That was a
Okay.
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 Yeah, he ran
Yeah,
into her in the hallway.
Got it. Okay.
okay. I was thinking that the principal had done something.
I thought so too.
You
I don't know
know?
why. I guess because he got murked, but I think
It just collateral
Out of
damage, I
convenience,
guess.
yeah.
So sucks to suck, I guess. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I
That
was
dang.
happy to see, even though the little trio of Mean Girls didn't get killed. I was happy to see that they got the shit traumatized out of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all fucking
Yeah.
deserve it.
Yeah. Like that whole last sequence was incredible. Like this is the furthest point. This was it was also Pennywise is weird in the sense that he does have the ability to be in multiple places at once.
Yeah.
But he in this instance, he was in one form, one entity, trying to get across the river. He could have been in multiple places or
Yeah.
multiple forms, but he's in one form trying to get across the river to this specific point.
Yeah. I think it speaks
Hmm.
to his hubris. Like at one point, I think he said to Shaw, like, "I'm a god,"
Yeah.
basically. Like I am a god. Like you can't fuck with me.
Yeah. So I don't have to, use my
Yeah, and it wasn't until the very end where he's like, "Oh, fuck, they might actually do that."
yeah.
And I think that's part of
Hmm.
why he keeps getting done over by the loser club.
Hmm.
Because he has this hubris. He's
Hmm.
like, just a bunch of fucking kids, and it's like, man, you'd be surprised what kids can fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
kids fighting for
that's
their lives.
oh
Hmm.
yeah. And why he keeps
Like,
going, seemingly keeps going back in time
Yeah,
to try and defeat, like take out this link in the timeline, so that
yeah.
way
Why he was
yeah,
going to try and kill Marge, he's like, if I get rid of at least that one right there, maybe that'll break the cycle. And then Dick comes in clutch
yeah,
and saves Marge. Where I think this is where they're going to go with the next season, because the way Marge hinted at it, like if he can really, bend time, maybe he'll keep going back and trying to get somebody else,
yeah.
one of
right.
our descendants. And it's
Yeah.
like,
So it should
He
be
targets
like
specific bloodlines. He's very
yeah,
mhm.
calculated in that way. He's linear with time.
yeah.
I think that'll be, I think the next season, I think they're just going to keep going back every 27 years.
And honestly, I
Yeah.
won't complain because
Yeah.
I'm like Andy Machete. I shit. He's like
Hmm.
Dan Trachtenberg with the Predator franchise. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan
I'm glad you
Trachtenberg
mentioned that. Yes.
is the got the whole Predator franchise, and Andy Machete got
Please
the damn It franchise. I
get
mean,
those contracts tight, please. They know what they're doing. Like this is
yes,
easily one of the best series in a long time, in my opinion. I
yeah.
really like what they did with the writing. Yeah. I'm
It's
really
like
satisfied.
it really did. Like some shows, it really does feel like you have episodes that are just straight up filler, just
Yeah.
nonsensical. They don't further the plot. Everything about this season was like, okay, we
Yeah.
have taken one
Hmm.
step further in the story.
That is something about
Absolutely.
HBO's series is, for the most part, it seems like they have a good, like, cohesive storyline going on. Everything's meant to relate back to each other. When we talk about like Stranger Things, it seems like they didn't know what the next part of the story was supposed to be,
Yeah, it
like
was like they
beyond
were
season
writing. Yeah,
two.
they were writing it after the
Mhm.
fact. Like, where do we want to go from here?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Where this,
Those
like,
kids are
is
old now. Like, come on, they're older. So it's like they're in the, yes, at this point. Like, well, exactly. You know what though? I do hope that they come back. This is just me, but I really want to see more of oh dang it. I lost it. Dick. I really hope he gets his own like series or something. That would be interesting.
or
I
even
hope this
more
is not the
like
last time that we
more
get to see him.
expansion on The Shining, like that
That's
part of the
exactly,
story,
yeah.
more expansion
yeah.
on his, because that's
Hmm.
what he said
How
at
it
the end of the
connects.
series,
Yeah.
that he was
How,
headed
Yep.
how
to.
much trouble could a hotel be? Did you really just
Exactly.
fucking say that,
But
Dick?
It would have been even better if he had just looked at
yeah.
the camera, like broke the
Broke the
fourth
fourth
wall.
wall.
How much trouble can a hotel be? Yeah.
Right.
And now I got to rewatch The Shining too, because it's been a minute since I've seen
Doctor
that.
Sleep,
Yeah.
The
I don't,
Shining.
has that one
Yeah.
had a remake?
The Shining, no, the Shining doesn't need a remake. That's the
Yeah.
definitive Jack Nicholson.
Well,
Hmm.
they
The
better
Shining.
not.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one doesn't
nobody
need a
can.
remake. The
Mm-mm.
Shining and Shawshank Redemption, those don't need remakes,
Yeah.
like at all.
Yeah, like don't even touch them.
Mm-mm.
Don't even think
Yeah.
about it.
Or even they tried to do I think it was the TV series The Mist.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That was
it was
terrible. I
it was
remember that.
ass. It was
It was
ass.
horrible. I'm like, when are the bugs gonna come? Where are the insects? It was just a
Yeah.
waste of time.
It was
People huddled up
literally
in a
one of
building
those,
and
the thing we were just talking about, where you have episodes that are just straight up filler. That's what the Mist TV show was. It had a shit ton of episodes,
nothing meant anything. Like,
nothing.
Yeah. The only time filler
I
episodes
was
are
done.
acceptable are in anime.
Right, when you're trying to you got to
Yeah.
pad out in a 100-episode season.
Mhm.
Yeah, for like Naruto or One Piece or some shit like that. And you're just like, I don't know, give them something fun. That's enough trauma for it for one
Yeah,
night.
but yeah,
Yeah, we
no,
have to hear the inner monologue constantly throughout
Oh my
anime. Oh
god,
my
the
God.
exposition.
I can't believe. Yeah,
everything,
exactly.
the
The exposition.
exposition on everything. I'm gonna explain in detail what I'm doing, even though you can physically
What
see
I'm
me doing it.
exactly. It cracks me up.
Although I had to say, I did love Pennywise's little exposition to Marge.
Oh yeah.
Like, if
Yeah,
you had
that
just hurried up
was.
and ate her.
But it made sense because it's always like in movies with the big bad, right?
Yeah,
They have you right where they want you,
yeah.
and they think they're
They
about
got
to
a
defeat
Monologue
you.
brag.
They gotta
time.
brag. They always do the monologue.
Yeah.
And
The
it's so
monologue.
real. They always do a monologue because they
Hmm.
think
And
I
again,
can talk. There's no way they could beat
and
me at
again,
this
it goes
point.
back
Meanwhile,
to
you're untying the ropes behind your freaking back.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, keep going.
Pennywise's hubris. Like, I'm a god.
Hmm.
You fucked around. You wasted all that time. You dumb motherfucker.
And it's crazy because he's been at this for so long,
Hmm.
and yet he hasn't necessarily gotten his ass handed to him. He's killed a lot of kids,
Yeah.
but
He
he's
keeps getting
always gotten,
shanked every now
yeah,
and
it's
again.
like death by a thousand cuts.
Yeah.
Every so
Yeah.
often, somebody's getting a good nick
Hmm.
in on him
Yeah.
because he
It's
thinks
like
that
he's like Jeepers Creepers at this point.
yeah,
Jeepers Creepers. What is it? Every 24 years for him, I think. What is it? 24. Oh,
I gotta
it's
do a rewatch
similar
on the
in that
Jeepers
way.
Creepers movies. That's
Jeepers Creep.
another rewatch I gotta do. I started my rewatch on the Pirates of the Caribbean movies today.
Oh
Well,
man.
wait,
Talk about like,
maybe not Jeepers Creepers because the director, I forgot.
Oh,
Problems with the director. Yeah.
I'll read it on Wikipedia.
oh, read the plot on Wikipedia.
Get a plot summary on Wikipedia.
Right. Like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh man, but yeah, no, that's serious. This, especially considering what we've been most of the series on HBO that we've been waiting for. It's like, okay, we're waiting,
House of the Dragon.
seven and a
Yeah.
half years for the new season of House of the Dragon. This felt fresh. This felt like such a
Yes.
breath of fresh air because as much as I love the universe of Game of Thrones, boy, howdy, does it get a little tiring.
Yeah. It's
It's
not just the
For a
weight,
while, yeah.
it's almost kind of overdone,
yeah,
is what it feels like. Especially after Game of Thrones itself. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
and it also feels like what the formula now is. When you're adapting books and things like
Hmm.
that, you want every main character to feel like the hero.
Yeah.
So like in the books, Rhaenyra does have some amazing feats and whatnot, but she's not necessarily this same character that we're getting in the
Hmm.
show.
Yeah,
She's
no.
not that same character in the books.
They're sanitizing her faults. You
It's
know
what
what I
they did
mean?
to fucking Venom.
Yeah.
They've taken the anti-hero of, well, the villain of Venom, and they're trying to turn everyone in and
Into an anti-hero.
turn them into an anti-hero that's more hero,
Yeah.
mostly hero.
No, and it's like that's something I, kind of don't appreciate about, what they do, especially with Rhaenyra. And it's like she can be just a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Like just let her be a fucking bitch. Damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then it's like, they always have to have the dichotomy of the good woman versus the bad woman, with Alicent, being inherently the bad woman. And it's just like,
Don't get me started on Allison. She pisses me the fuck off.
well, that's the thing.
Allison
It's
pisses
like,
me off so bad.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're just, they're sanitizing, Rhaenyra too much, villainizing Alicent a little too much, and
Yeah. Oh, and then the season. So the season. We're not going to talk about it too much, but the season finale of the second season
yeah,
was literally the season finale was just an hour-long preview for season 3. It did
yeah,
nothing to
no
progress the
closing,
plot.
yeah,
There was no like they're showing all this buildup and there's
Mhm.
no action whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was the most frustrating thing. It was 1 hour long edging fest. Seriously,
Right.
seriously.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
It
felt.
was
Yeah.
so fucking frustrating
Yeah.
because we could
hmm
have some epic battle to finish the season. No, we're just
Yeah.
gonna let you know. Look, they have armies now, but you won't see them until season 3.
I like that about Welcome to
Rhaenyra was
Derry.
frustrating. She should have just, yeah,
Rhaenyra
I think the
spent the
frustration
whole
for me
second half
lies with
of the
Rhaenyra.
season in her castle doing nothing.
Contemplating and yeah, contemplating what should I do and
Bitch,
then
I got
receiving
all the
counsel
dragons.
from what's her face. I, just get the dragons. What are we
That's
doing?
Got all the dragons.
and that's what that's the other thing. You know, the bad guys are doing all these bad things. I now have all of the dragons, but that wouldn't. We need to take the high road. It wouldn't be very
We
nice
can't
of us
have this
to.
bloodshed.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
They
Take the
killed
fucking
your
dragons and
son.
kill them.
They
Also, it's
killed
like
your son. That should be
Yes,
that's
enough
the
right
part
there.
that doesn't
What are
feel
what are
realistic
we doing?
whatsoever. Where it's like,
that
I
was
thought y'all were,
that was
royalty, that y'all didn't care
the
about this
whole
shit.
plot point at the end of season 1 was like, oh shit, they killed her son. We're about to see bloodshed. No,
I have to avoid it.
he died, but I don't want anyone else to die. We have all
I
the
know.
dragons, but no, what shall we do? Bitch, use the dragons. Use
Sitting
the
in the
fucking
corner like
dragons.
Pooh Bear. Think, 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 think. Like,
Yeah.
no, girl, come on.
Think, 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 think.
Yeah,
Like, can you
exactly.
hurry it up?
And that's
Come to a
Because I know what I
conclusion.
would have done.
that's why, like,
Murdered my son? Yeah, I know exactly what I'm gonna fucking do, bitch.
Welcome to Derry was just straight up like excellence across the board. It didn't feel like, I genuinely love that we got a fleshed out and full season served up on a silver platter
Everything
from
was
the beginning.
tied together. By the
Everything
end.
was completed. It
They
didn't.
left an opening for something new,
Mhm.
but it's not like a cliffhanger on something old.
Right. It's not like we are requiring you to come back for this next season to basically finish up the story. No, we got
hmm
a finishing of this story. Now we're going to move on to the next one, and I needed that.
Yeah, that's what we used to get back in the day was, in the, in the good old times of TV, a season was its own story.
Right. And even if we did get those cliffhangers, it was like, okay, this is the fall break, and then we're going to start back up in the spring.
And it was still
So
Oh, I
one season.
missed
we're not
that.
having to wait.
Oh,
We're not having to wait 2 years for the fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. You had your fall seasons and you knew what shows came on during the summer, spring. Fall. I
Mhm.
missed that.
Yeah, I miss
Oh,
it too because it made sense. You wanted to do a cliffhanger, cool. We got a couple months off and we're right back to it. But now we're having to wait 2 years because these are literal movie productions,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
If you're gonna do
the
that,
quality's great, but you need to give us a fully fleshed out season when we're sitting here waiting.
like, complete the storyline.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna do
And to be
House of the
fair though,
Dragon.
like we had the oh sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if you're gonna do House of the Dragon as, the way you are, just make a movie series.
Yeah.
Just make a whole goddamn movie series at this point. It
Right.
it would be better.
Yeah. Or like that the new show that's coming out, about the tall knight, the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, I think it is. I don't
Another
even know.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't even know how that's with what they are doing with House of the Dragon. It just, I don't even know how I feel about it. Like, is it even worthy of sailing the high seas to watch this show?
It doesn't.
Because it's like, you want to keep people pulled into this universe. We already have this super long wait, and it
Yeah.
just seems like you're giving us the Netflix treatment of dragging everything out.
Yeah.
That's the formula a lot of people are trying to do now. They want to drag. We have this material and we want to make it last as long as possible. We want to make as much money as possible. So let's just, we're gonna like too much butter scraped over, or too little butter scraped over too much bread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What they did with the Hobbit movies. It was supposed to be 2 movies, and they stretched it out to 3.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
So
and it's like just it's what I appreciate that we are starting to see some producers like fighting back and giving us full arcs. Not trying to drag anything out, not trying to add any fluff to the arc. We're getting a complete story arc. Like we're getting Dick Halloran and he's completely fleshed out in Welcome to Derry. You know, we're starting to like we can it helps us get invested in these characters.
it does also feel like we have um more directors coming out of the woodwork who are invested in the projects. This is not just, you know,
Quick
just
money
not a
grabs.
pay. It's not a paycheck. They are invested in this universe.
Yeah.
You know, so like we were talking about Dan Trachtenberg and Annie Machete. It's they are invested. These are the stories that they wanted to tell for a very long time, and they're finally being able to tell them. That's what it feels like. We're starting to see a lot more
Yeah.
coming out of the woodwork, and
Who are going into the source material and making sure that whatever that they are extrapolating on is coming from the source material itself.
right. And even if they're making new content, it meshes with
Yes.
the already established story, and that's why I wish we had, or what I wish we had when it came to the Halo series,
Yeah.
because the way that Dan Trachtenberg it's a love story to the Predator franchise,
Mm-hmm.
and then Andy Machete, it's a love story to the Stephen King universe, but you know that didn't happen with the Halo series. The showrunners literally said that they didn't even like Halo. They said that they wanted to make a Mass Effect series, and they got stuck with Halo.
Yeah, and it's like, why even bother at that point? It's similar to like the live action remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh,
The season 2 trailer dropped.
Ah.
I'm mad.
Yo, did you see the trailer for season 2 already? Aang
I did.
is in his 40s.
I
Aang is a
know.
40-year-old man. You can
Maybe
see his 5 o'clock shadow, because that's
I
crazy.
know.
He
Absolutely
like if you
insane.
they put a side by side of what he looked like in season 1, and then they showed him
Please
in the
did.
trailer for season 2. Man's got a square ass jaw now, and they want
Just recast.
recast him. Shit, recast him. Because what do you mean he's 12 years old?
Bullshit.
What do you
They
mean?
can never get it right. I don't. They can't get it right with
They can't.
Aang for
That's
whatever
why you
reason.
should have left it as an animated show, because you can draw the character
It
however
was
you want.
perfect.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Several
It was
years, and you
perfect.
didn't have
Oh,
to
I
worry
got to do a
about Aang.
rewatch.
Didn't have to worry about Aang aging. It was great,
I used
wonderful.
to eat that show up as a
Oh,
kid.
Talk
My
about a
gosh.
show that ages
did we
perfectly.
do the did we did
We did a
we did
rewatch,
a whole
yeah.
rewatch a few years ago. We got it's about time to do another one. But yeah, no, that golly, I love the world of Atlas so much.
Mm-hmm.
And so going into the first season of the live action, I'm fully invested. That first episode, I'm threw me for a fucking loop. I was like, is this what we're doing? Well, fuck.
The hate watch was so. It was so.
The hate watch was bad.
It was
Even
so
the
bad.
hate watch was terrible. It didn't it didn't even feel
You couldn't do a
enjoyable.
proper hate
It wasn't a
watch.
proper hate watch. Holy shit. It was like, look, we need to shorten the first season to make it fit within these few episodes, and then we also need to change titular characters for no fucking reason whatsoever.
I know. Not just change them, but also just like.
Sokka's entire arc of being a misogynist gone. For what reason?
Why?
Yeah. For
It
what?
shows it's so much. It's excellent growth.
Literally watching Sokka's growth in the first season be dissipated like that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
What is it? What's her name?
Suki.
Pining after him, chasing after him.
Why? She
Ew.
was so badass.
Ew.
It was so badass in the
Did
animated
not make
series.
any
Like, why
sense.
did you do that to her? And then what they did to Kiyoshi, where in the animated series she was wise and she was strong and militant, but she was still peaceful. And then making her fucking bloodthirsty in the live action, I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I don't know what the creator or the showrunners were
Well,
on.
they're Zutara shippers, and that's why they're trying to remake it to fit into Zuko
I
and Katara
completely
being
forgot.
in-game.
I forgot that they were Zutara shippers. God damn it.
And that's what pisses me off, because it's like, did Katara and Zuko have some chemistry at first, but everything Zuko did to her ruined any chances of her
Zuko
being
was
romantically
yeah,
involved with him.
did he become a better person? Did he have growth? Yeah, of course. But dude was a fucking creep.
He was a creep. He was an asshole, not to mention complicit in the genocide of the waterbenders. Like, you're going to sit here and try to tell me that...
yeah, enemies to lovers. Ew.
Fuck you.
It is literally like, you know, it's like that Pocahontas sort of trope.
Oh, yeah.
The Avatar. James
fall in
Cameron's
love with my
Avatar. Let me
oppressor,
fall in love with the oppressor thing. What? Ew. No.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
ew.
it's just like...
Right.
It wasn't until in the Earth Kingdom that you were given like a slight sliver in the animated series that maybe they could go somewhere with this, because she was seeing, oh, you've changed.
Yeah.
But then he immediately backtracked for the favor of his father. You can't undo that and become romantically involved with someone after seeing that.
Right.
And especially after nearly killing someone who is your one hope at ending a fucking war.
Yeah. But of course, what they it's all about making it's why I'm very wary about this whole murder thing. I don't think it should happen. I think Warner Brothers should just be left the fuck alone, because why do we need a monopoly in either direction? Netflix getting it's going to still be a monopoly, and Netflix is Netflix. They be fucking shit up. Paramount gets it. Holy shit, we are fucked.
Yep.
It's not good either way. So I
mean, we
I
had...
know, but shout out to our SAG president, Sean Astin. I have faith that he'll, set this straight. So
fingers
I
crossed,
know,
because
right?
this shit is
Come
nuts.
on, Samwise Gamgee,
What was the
save us, please.
Netflix was supposed to, I don't think they're doing it anymore, but they were supposed to have a Chronicles of Narnia series on Netflix.
That's right. They were going to try
I
to do
remember
that.
So
that.
glad that
I think that gets scrapped.
I remember
shit.
that.
Holy shit. I'm glad that didn't happen.
I know.
Because you
They
taking
might
and
have
doing what
shelved
they're
it
doing.
though. I need to check IMDb Pro.
What they're doing to the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Imagine what they would do to the fucking Chronicles of Narnia. Oh fuck. That would have been bad.
Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, like, there's really not much good on Netflix to watch anymore.
No.
Netflix
I mean, they got the Netflix will pull you in with the, you know, the documentaries, the really inflammatory, the hyperbolic documentaries. They're really good at that. The
Unknown Number, Catfish.
Yeah, they're really good at that. But like, they
can make some mindless kids shows.
Yeah, lots of mindless kids shows, but they're
pretty good with anime as well.
Yeah, their
kind of
animes.
underrated.
Their animes are good. Their animes are good.
Yeah,
Castlevania.
And
then Cells at Work is on there as well.
Cells at Work is fun.
Cells at Work is great.
We need to catch back up with that.
Yeah.
Cells at Work. It's so much fun.
Seven Deadly Sins is also a good one.
Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days.
We got to finish that one. I think it might be done.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be done.
But yeah, no, that's Netflix scares me. Paramount scares me even more. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all.
I
Well, it's
know.
time for the
Just
good
don't
of
mess with my
all of us
residuals, please.
to de-invest in these things.
Yes.
Go back to the olden days.
Sailing the high seas. I drink up me hotties, yo
Yeah.
ho.
Oh my gosh.
It's why I'm wearing this today, because I'm a pirate.
You know, I caught that.
You know, honestly, this is letting me know that I'm that much closer to Jack Sparrow because he wears um the bandana on his
Yeah.
Hmm.
head, and it's his
Yeah.
locks come down to like here.
And you're
So
almost
I
there.
still got,
Hmm.
I still got a ways.
When
But
I
when I used to wear my lock sock, it was not I couldn't even pull my hair forward. Like it was all,
I
you
remember
know,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Now it actually lays over my
Yeah.
shoulders.
it'll come out just a
Mary
little bit
Ruth.
longer once I do your retwist and a palm roll.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're getting
Yeah.
closer.
Keep taking Mary Ruth and hair vitamins and yeah, moisturizing,
Closer to Captain Jack Sparrow.
oiling.
But yeah, Welcome to Derry was great.
We love a good fleshed out season.
Mm.
Loose ends all tied up, put together.
And like,
Multi-dimensional characters.
looks into the future. Sydney will vouch for me. I was screaming when
Oh yeah, the very
old
very
lady
end.
when Ingrid walks down the hallway to the other
Hmm.
patient's room and lady was hanging.
Hmm.
I was like, wait. And I see those two people on the floor and the dude elbows his daughter. I was like, there's no way. I was freaking the fuck out. Freaking out because it wraps everything up into, and as far as her story, because we knew her mom died, but we didn't get
Hmm.
to see in what way her mom passed and why her dad blamed her for that. Shit was
Hmm.
bonkers.
You know what they say
Oh,
about
Which
Derry.
leaves an open-ended question of which direction will they go for season 2?
right.
That's a question I don't mind pondering. It's not going to drive me crazy. Are they going to go back to the past, like Marge
Well,
hinted at,
I
or are
think
they
they
going to go?
have to, because it's not like they can
They
go
have to.
and they can't go and talk about the 1988 Losers Club,
Hmm.
because they would be pulling a Stranger Things. They're
True,
grown now.
true, true,
Right.
true.
They're all
Hmm.
grown. So unless they de-age them, which would look hella weird,
Yeah,
there's no way
That
to
would
do.
no.
Yeah, Finn
Yeah.
Wolfgard
Whole new
is in
cast.
Stranger Things. Finn Wolfgard is in
Yeah.
it
Whole new
and
cast
Stranger
member
Things. He's
still.
a whole grown ass
He
man,
is.
got it. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
and I think he's bald at this point. I
I
think he
bet you.
shaved his head.
I bet you
But
did.
yeah,
I
no,
think he did. Yeah.
yeah,
He's and he's super tall.
yeah. So
So
there's no way he could play Richie anymore.
Got it. Okay.
yeah, no. New cast for the next season.
Yeah.
Whole new
So
cast.
take us back. I want to see the Mafia Massacre. I want to see the Ironworks thing. I want to go see these other, you know,
I mean, they keep teasing the boy whose head ends up in the tree.
right.
Hmm.
May as well go see that.
Yeah, do it. I want to see it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, was there anything you all wanted to say before we headed on out?
No. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Easily one of the best series of I think this year. So yeah.
Nothing to add. I mean, I could say some out of pocket shit that's not related, but
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, did I show you, Des? After we get off, I got to show you the lightsaber.
Ooh.
I built a
Ooh, yeah.
NeoPixel. So I got to show you
Okay.
that when we get off. But yes, thank you guys for joining us for our little
recap.
our little recap episode. If you have not seen Welcome to Derry and you have the ability to enjoy it without giving HBO money, do that. Do that. Because if you have to pay for HBO Max or HBO in general, if you have to pay for Max, it's not worth it. Okay, don't give HBO money. But it is an excellent series, and it is, like we were saying, it's fleshed out. Like that's one of the first shows we've seen in a long time where they have taken the effort to give a complete season. So, as always, this is Ebony Warrior Studios with blinding speed, master quality, and untold savagery. May the force be with you.
Bye.